Let's see if I have everything organized. Do I have everything organized? I tell you what, thirsty today. I don't know why. A little bit early. A little bit early. You know what? I didn't change my shoot. I don't have room for anything over here. I've got to put my stuff. It's going to get dirt on here. That's not good. Let's put this down here. I got a carrot over here. Don't ask me why I have a carrot, but I have a carrot. Let's put this over here. I need to be more organized. Well, that's why I got on early, so I could be organized. But I didn't switch my internet to the extender. So hopefully it's going to work. Yeah, carrot for brown deer. Hello, everybody who's here early. No, I was, when I took my carrots out, there was about 2 inches of ice or snow and ice on the raised bed garden. And I grabbed a couple that I had forgotten and I stuck it over here. And so they're not doing real good, but they're really super sweet. Actually, this one's pretty soft now, so I probably won't be able to eat that. Got too soft because it was out of the ground. It wasn't in the ground. It was out of the ground because I just missed it. So got that cleaned up, but I'm going to have to throw it away. So, yep, it's a carrot for the brown deer. Buffalo versus the Jaguars. Yeah, I was just watching the football game, Carolina and LA game. It would look pretty good. So it was halftime when I started getting set up here. Hey, Dana's Garden Retreat. I thought you were at the swim meet. Karen, how are you doing, Karen? Nancy, how are you? Ed from Long Island. And 280 Zone. I saw some other ones were here earlier, like John and Kristen. Trekking with Deb and Mike. Buenos tardes. I was trekking with Deb and Mike. We spent part of our day today catching up on videos, which was good because it was a rainy, crappy day here in Cleveland. It started out nice, but it was fairly warm, like 40 degrees. I think it's dropping down now, but the rain came in. It just, it got cloudy and it's rainy. So it was a good day to just sit and catch up on videos. So I did buy the subscription to YouTube, so I don't have the ads anymore. I've mentioned that before. And that really helps because then I can just watch stuff. I don't have to worry about clicking through ads and everything else. So for $15, I'll call it 16 a month. To me, it's worth it. And we'll see how it goes. But to me, it's worth it. And Cassandra is here in retirement for the average Joe. Stewart and Flip Flops. How are you, Jennifer, Lynn, and Alton? And, of course, Midwest Old Man, always here first. It was canceled due to tornado weather in Georgia, huh? And floods? Wow, that's surprising. I didn't hear anything about any kind of bad weather down there, but, hey, who knows? Listening in San Diego, beautiful San Diego. We better behave or he'll come after us with that accent. Oh, that was pretty cool. We were screwing around. I had taken a picture. I post on my Facebook page. I post some old pictures of when we were growing up because I have them. They're in my possession, so I like to put out every once in a while. Put one out, and I had AI clean it up, and then that turned into. We have a group text amongst the family that turned into, I don't know. There was people doing some AI stuff on there, and I did one, and then my brother did one, and then my niece did one. It just kept going. So I had done that one because I saw it was called Venmo. I do this app called Venmo, which I would not sign up for again. They have a subscription fee, and this was, I want to say 7 months or 6 months ago I did it. And there's a subscription fee to it, but then you have to also pay if you do too many uploads. Or if so I just don't deal with it. I'll just wait till it expires, make sure it's off my Google Play and just be done with it. because there's so many different AI models out there right now. So yeah, we were talking about that kind of stuff. It's just crazy what they can do. I mean, it's just nuts. Looks like it might be a little. No, it's not too bad, Brian. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're feeling well. But no, it's not too bad. 40 degrees, but heavy rain, it says. So I got the garage door closed, but only because it's windy. You know how when you get the rain and the 40 degrees and the rain and the blusteriness, and so I just shut the door. So it's not bad. You can't see my breath. You might smell it, but you can't see it. So we're good. I have YouTube Premium and love it. I watch a fair amount. Yeah. So that's what we did. We caught up on a bunch of people's videos. Well, actually, one couple, retired and loving it, Keith and Terry. We watched 4 of their videos. I got caught up on those because they did the Biltmore Castle. And they, did the stables around there, the conservatory, the gardens. So separate videos. So we did watched those videos because I think that Biltmore is really cool. And in Asheville, North Carolina, I believe. And one of these days, I'd love to get down there to see that in person. The only castle we've ever seen was in Canada. And I think it was near Toronto. I don't remember the name of it, but that just impressed the heck out of me. Now, that was medieval castle versus an 1800s castle. So, or it wasn't, you can't even call the Biltmore a castle, I guess. But I mean, it seems like one. It's just a big mansion, I guess. But yeah, it was really cool to see that. And I love their videos. They just do such a good job with that. Watching the Iranian Revolution. Yeah, they're a little bit crazy down there. What helps them is the internet. Now, I don't know what access they have to the internet, but when they see what's going on in the world and they get a taste of, a life different than what they have, maybe that's what's getting them cranked up. I don't know. Just cooking supper. Yeah, we didn't eat yet, but more than likely, with us, Saturdays we got their rotisserie chicken that I bought yesterday. I get 2 of them. So we'll probably have that with some mac and cheese or some potatoes. I love potatoes. I know I'm not supposed to eat them a lot, but I do love them. I watch my weight though, and I tell you what, in 2 years since I retired, my weight's been I lost a few pounds, but I haven't gained. So as long as I can, I keep that up. And I'm like, Bill just had a video at Not Good at Anything, and he's talking about how, it's really kind of hard to eat 3 meals a day. I mean, people do it all the time, but you're not expending the same amount of energy. At least most of us aren't. Now, if we exercise or we're out walking and, you're burning calories. But if you're eating 3 meals a day and not burning calories, you're going to gain weight. That's pretty simple math, So usually I'll eat a breakfast, I call it a brunch. I eat a little bit later. I have my coffee, and then maybe an hour or 2 later, I'll eat something. And then that tides me over. Normally, that tides me over to dinner time. So I don't have 3 meals. I eat 2. And I've always done that when I was working, too. Wife would pack me a brown bag lunch. I would go to work and eat that lunch. And then when I got home, I never had a breakfast. I mean, rarely. Unless somebody was bringing in donuts or something like that. Breakfast. Snow falling in Michigan. Oh, boy, I'm glad we don't have that. 72 in Virginia. You open a couple windows. Great. 17. Oh, man, because you guys, J&P, that weather always comes down to us. I don't want to deal with that. But, yes, Howard did post a video today. Still alive, but can't figure out what's wrong. I did watch Howard's video at Otter's Retirement Corner. I did see it, and I'm glad he did that. I just hope he's not trying to finger me being the one that said that maybe he died, because that would have never been me. So I hope he didn't think that was me. He should call out who said that, because it wasn't me. But I'm glad he did post that. David in Progress was trying to hit him up, and I think maybe Wednesday we talked about this, and he said he had good days and bad days, and he was having a bad day that day. But now he said, if I recall, he said his last day and a half has been pretty good. So I would like to see him. I know he's got a top doctor down there. They sent him to Tampa to a hospital there, which is his third hospital now, if I'm keeping track, to be checked out and stuff like that. But I'd like to see him come to the Cleveland Clinic. They've got the top-notch people, and if he doesn't get this resolved, that might be a suggestion. I know he doesn't want to travel and probably doesn't want to travel and do all that, but I think it would be worth it to head down to Cleveland Clinic. They canceled the meet for flooding and tornado. I read that as tomato weather. I'm like, tomato weather? What kind of weather is that? But yeah, tornado, right. That's crazy. Lunch with a friend today at a favorite restaurant. The best Chio Piano. What is that? I can't even pronounce that. Chio Piano? Chio Piano. Hey, I got some Chio Piano. I probably butchered that all up. Paul, I like you because you are early every time. Well, I always try to be on time. And early is on time in my book. Good evening, everyone. I'm afraid to say what our temp here is in Central Florida. That's all right, Barbie. Just throw it at us. Probably a nice 82 degrees and sunny and nice breeze. And yes. I do follow somebody on Facebook who is down there in Florida. And so sometimes I get to see posts about the weather and some different things. I love global warming. 57 in Knoxville. That Knoxville, Tennessee? Well, wouldn't you have about 57 in the 50s maybe normally anyway? I don't know. I have a hard time trying to figure out who's got what kind of weather and what's normal versus. Now, I did see Juneau, Alaska. I saw on the Weather Channel. They said Juneau, Alaska, correct me if I'm wrong, it averages only 18 inches of snow a year. The average is 18 inches. And they had 86 inches in 2025. And they just went through a snowstorm and then flooding. So now Juneau's flooded. I would think Alaska would have a lot more snow, but maybe it's too cold. So who knows? And now because, maybe the temperatures are warming up a little bit, that's why they're getting the snow now. I don't know. 33 in Spokane. Someone called an ice accretion is happening here. What is that? Yeah, Otter. Yeah, you like them? Yeah. Slow mode. Yes. Slow mode, Stan. We hit 79 degrees today. Wow. Cleveland Clinic is here in Florida, too. Yeah, Barbie doll, you're right. We got the Cleveland Clinics everywhere because they bought out a lot of places. But the real gurus, a lot of the gurus are here in the Cleveland area. My brother was a security guard. I think I told the story a long time ago. There was an Arab sheik who bought a mansion in, I think it was Moreland Hills or Waite Hills I think it was Waite Hill. Very ritzy neighborhood on the east side of Cleveland. He bought a mansion, a huge mansion, only to come over once a week or once every year, a week for a year to go to the Cleveland Clinic. So if you can imagine an Arab sheik, and I forget what country he came from, he would come over to go to the Cleveland Clinic for his heart. So, that's got to tell you something. And my brother was the security guard, so nobody would be there forever. And then once in a while, they show up like once a year, which is kind of crazy. Hey, Sherry, how are you doing? 63 in my neck of the 63, man, you got to have starting a fire pit or something there, 280 zone. You must be freezing. Johnny C, Michigan, Lower Michigan. How you doing? Julie Joyce, hello. 75 in Raleigh. Had the windows open going to the mid 40s. Yeah. Hey, we'll take whatever we can get. Retired and loving it. We were just talking about you. Me and Mrs. Buzz watched a bunch of your videos today. We were sitting because it's a rainy day here, and we were just sitting watching a bunch of videos, and got through 3 more of yours. I think two of the Biltmores and finishing up that series. And then your Asheville, North. Did that guy say you guys were on there for an hour and a half on that bus or trolley, whatever you want to call it? Man, that seemed like a long time to be sitting on there. Maybe I heard that wrong, but I thought I said hour and a half. Ooh, that's a long ride looking at houses. Juneau is temperate on the coast. Okay, well, they tied a record high in Norfolk that was set in 1930. My mom worked for the Cleveland Clinic back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, now they're so huge. But yeah, Dana, I was thinking about that, the dog story. So the boys threw chicken wings in my backyard, on the roof of the Yorkie's mouth. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because you did a video today or a short or something I was looking at, and that made me think, hey, I never heard the dog story. What happened? Because you had the dog in the short, I think, and I'm like, the dog looks okay. Is not buried somewhere. So I wondered what happened. I'm glad that he's okay. I mean, geez, that's crazy. Don't be throwing chicken bones out there. Southeast Wisconsin, 30. You had 2 inches of heavy wet snow. Oh boy. Afternoon sun to dry cold. I missed that. Packers in Chicago, 7 p.m. Yeah, it's like I said, I was watching the Carolina game and to halftime, and then I started getting ready for this. Kaz, what is that you were talking about? What kind of ice thing you got going? Speak my language. My my lowbrow English. Yeah, Cleveland Clinic as well. Yes, it is. But doctors, there's good doctors all around. I asked my oncologist years ago. I said, why would you want to be an oncologist in Cleveland versus Florida or Arizona or something like that? And he really wouldn't answer me. Because if you are, if you're good at what you do, why would you want to be in Cleveland? Why would you be in the worst weather? One of the areas with the worst weather around. Why wouldn't you want to be somewhere else? And I don't know. I guess when people grow up, because he grew up around here, I think he was from Michigan originally. I guess they're used to it and they're okay with it. Retired and loving it. How about those football Hoosiers? Yeah. Carl, how you doing? Yes, it was an hour and a half trolley tour. Man, I couldn't sit still that long. No, I could not do it. And I doubt there's a bathroom on there. And if it is, that's probably, yeah, I don't know about that. Hour and a half on that thing. Holy, I don't know. Rams 20, Panthers 17, started the fourth. Yeah, that game, I'll tell you, Doug, that's going to go down to the last 2 minutes of the game. So, love your channel, 49 here in Louisville. Well, thank you, Andy Coleman. Thank you for being here. In Louisville, Texas. That's one thing that's really cool is, I was kidding with somebody, I think it was Midwest Old Man maybe, saying that I'm going to do take 2 weeks off and do a tour to all your places. And trying to think, oh man, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Texas, Florida, South Carolina. I mean, you guys, Georgia, you guys are everywhere. Cleveland does rock. That's right. Ice acceleration. I guess it means it's getting cold again and it might be slippery. Yeah, I've never heard. They come up with some really weird terms on the Weather Channel. I know they make up stuff like you wouldn't believe. You're ready to adopt a dog. Hope to find a medium or small rescue. Oh, cool. Doing well, Cass. Sweating Packers versus Bears. Okay. Turkey burgers on the Foreman grill. Salad on the side. Oh, that's good. Oh, you got your bathroom done. At least, yeah, take some pictures so I can see how it really gets done. I guess cooked bones are worse than splinter and tear up in their insides. Huh. Yeah, I know Mrs. Buzz was always concerned with any kind of bones, chicken bones. And to this day, she makes me take any chicken bones. We put them in a plastic bag. And then she basically treats them like they're gold. even without a dog. We have cats, but I doubt it. But no, you never know. They could try to swallow one. I doubt it, but she still treats it the same way. It's like gold. You put it over here, you put it in a bag, you keep it away from the animals. And I know you said the kids did it or the boy did it or whatever, but yeah, that's nasty. Been seeing dog adoption videos or dog. Yes, they pick their forever homes. I did see that. Do they do that at shelter you work at? No, they don't do that. No, not that I know of. I mean, remember, I work on a Monday, and that's the day it's closed. Technically, it's closed, so I don't get to see a lot of people. I don't get to see the upper management. I don't get to see all the staff that does that kind of stuff. That's normally I see one cat person who's in there cleaning out stuff, and then our group, and then a cleaning person who vacuums some rugs and stuff. That's the extent of what I see. And I kind of like it that way too. It's like the old adage, second shift at work always liked to work second shift because they didn't have to deal with the bosses. They had one boss. You come to first shift and you got everybody climbing on your back, because there's so much white collar walking around, and you're better off on second or third shift, whatever. So it reminds me of that. I feel like I'm on third shift in day shift hours. Yeah, those videos, a lot of those videos, 280 Zone or AI. I've been watching this one, and I thought I didn't know this, and I'm usually suspect about every video I see, or every video I watch. I'm suspect as to whether it's live or Memorex or AI or real. And they have this cat in a tub, so they show it going up the stairs, and it takes the tub like 2 steps up, gets in the tub, and then comes down. And the creator said, yeah, he does been doing this for a long time. And he answers somebody and says, look, there's a mark right down the center of the stairs. It's a carpeted stairway. And you could see the mark where he just constantly takes this plastic tub, the cat jumps in it and comes down. And then normally the guy puts the thing up there and the cat goes down. He's been doing it for a long time. I mean, it sounded legit. So as soon as I hearted that one or liked that one, because this was on TikTok, I got like 10 more of different cats doing the same thing. And I'm like, oh, come on. There isn't 10 more cats doing this. It's all AI now. So man, I'm telling you, you just never know what's real anymore. You really don't. Yeah, but Barbie doll, I hope you find a good dog. Fires, floods, mudslides, tidal waves. Ohio doesn't sound so bad. No, we don't have that much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, true. We don't have the fires. We don't have the floods. No mudslides. No. But those mudslides, and I tell you what, we talked about this before. I went to California once, and I wasn't driving. The guy was driving, and the sales guy was driving, and I was sitting on the passenger side, and I'm looking up at this hill. And these houses are sitting way up on this hill, and they're like right on the edge in California. We were in Sacramento, driving from Sacramento, and on the highway you could just see these. And I said, they're going to fall down. I mean, they're going to fall down. So why would you spend $1 million or whatever, knowing that at some point that house is just going to roll down the hill, and hopefully not with you in it. I don't get the logic sometimes. I really don't. But whatever. Who am I? Saw my doctor Wednesday. Early visit. All of the tests faster for 70. Now you said 10 to 12 will be plenty. So you didn't. So you went Wednesday. Okay. So did you look at your My Chart and see what they said? Any nothing you have to reveal, but like this or like this or like this. Hey, Cartoon Mark, how you doing? Panthers just scored. I told you it's going to be a good game. Yep. It's going to go down to the last 2 minutes. Probably a field goal. We had the same thing happen to our Sheltie with a hard jerky treat. Oh. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you panic because you don't know what to do. You can also change the speed of the video you're watching. Yes. Yeah, you can do that on even at the unpaid ones, you can change your speed. Um, and I do that on some videos. I'll do that. Most videos I don't, but there are some where I'll change it to 1.5 or even 2, depending on what they're doing, if they're showing something, but if they're talking and they talk real slow, I'll just speed it up a little bit. Barbie doll is not as exciting. My 58-year-old Santa Mouse. Santa Mouse. When I was a kid, it snowed a lot in Knoxville. Not anymore. Why doesn't Mrs. Buzz have a car? Doesn't need one. Doesn't need one. We either go together wherever we're going, or I just go. So she doesn't need a car. She's always had one, and puts like, well, when the kids were in school, she would do a lot of stuff with the kids, and when I was working, she would run them around and all that. But once the kids are gone and everything, it's like the car's just sitting in the garage. And one time I opened up to do maintenance on it, and there was a mouse nest in the and it was chewing some wires in the engine, and because it just sat for so long. So we're like, what do we need another car for? If it breaks down, fine, but if mine breaks down, it'd be nice to have that second car. But as far as insuring it, license, upkeep, it didn't make sense to have another car. And there's Uber too. So let's say I'm gone somewhere and she has to go somewhere, she decides she wants, you just call Uber. I mean, boom, she's up at the store in 10 minutes. I mean, nowadays having a car is, yes, in our generation, it's a luxury, and we don't want to, or it's a necessity. We think it's a necessity, but a lot of kids nowadays, the younger crowd, they look at it as a luxury. Can't afford a place to live and a car too sometimes. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why a lot of people move to the city. You're seeing the young people moving, getting those condos in the city. When Keith and Terry were talking about Asheville, one of the things the trolley tour guy said was they're building condos like crazy, expensive condos, and they're filling them down in Asheville. And same thing's happening in Cleveland. They're building condo after condo after condo, and they're getting filled up. Kids now they got all their restaurants in one place. They got anything they need, and practically don't even need a car. If they work at home, or if they, the downtown, the office is from where these condos were like 10 minutes. They could either walk, or an Uber, or a taxi, or a bus. They actually don't need a car. I don't know if that's the generation, what they're going to be doing now, more city stuff and less country. I don't know what the next 20, 30 years is going to bring, but it's kind of interesting. I will bag it from now on. I guess the bone in the middle of it does no damage. Oh, okay. 110 watching, 456 likes. We're up to 126. If someone asked ChatGPT to do videos of a cool guy retired, of a cool retired guy, no. I was impressed with your one-handed rear. Yeah, Brian, I didn't even practice. I just I turned on the camera and I said, or the phone, and I said, let me just try this. I didn't even practice. I was just like, yeah, maybe I should have practiced, but I was so disappointed because ChatGPT, if you guys haven't seen that short, I replaced the rear wiper on my CX5, 2018 CX5. And I asked ChatGPT, because I don't read directions. I'm a guy. I don't read any of that stuff. And I said, okay, here's a picture of the back of the wiper that holds the wiper, the arm. And I said, so I told it what the car was, the year, the style, everything else. And I said, how do I get this off? Because I'm with a screwdriver hitting this tab and everything, and it won't come off. So, because that's how most of in my life, I've changed, you have to push something or pull something. And I said, well, something's wrong here. It's not working. So, hey, chat, what am I doing wrong? You just hit that rectangular tab. You just push it in, and maybe push it away from you. Use your finger or small screwdriver. And I said, okay. And I'm trying that. And I said, you know what, chat? Give me a video showing me how to do it because I'm just not that smart. So he shows me this Car Keys and Me or Me and Car Keys video. The guy's got a 2017 CX5, and he goes basically just watch this, and he two hands like this, pops it off, and puts the other one on, pops it on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I would have been out there before Chat GPT. I would have been out there for an hour trying to figure it out, and I probably would have broke it or take it up to a couple people mentioned, take it to AutoZone or somewhere, O'Reilly's or Napa or somewhere like that, and then beg one of the guys to come. Now, can you see me? Hey, can you put my wiper on? I'm too dumb to do it. It's like, no, that'll never happen. I'll break the wiper, the back of the wiper before I go ask somebody. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, Jeff. Peace and joy in retirement. Boy, that sounds good. Peace and joy in retirement. How do we know this is you and not AI? You don't. Casey Grits, you do not know. That's the crazy thing. Where's Captain Billy? I don't know. Yeah, he's not over here. I have not seen him. He could be in jail. You never know. First live I've joined. Well, Desert Dweller, thank you for being here. You couldn't AI buzz. Tornadoes. Oh, that's a one-word thing. I just saw Twister was on the other day. I don't know if you saw that. I've seen it 10 times, if not 15, but still saw it, watched it again. I just like Helen Hunt. She's pretty good. I went to a holistic health fair today. You got a tune-up. Oh, cool. Oh, you need the rain. Now somebody's shooting off fireworks. Yeah, it's never a dull moment. Quietest town ever, and it's always trains, planes, and automobiles, and now fireworks. Why? Why would there be fireworks tonight? What are they celebrating? Taxes. I've been watching shorts of cats firing rifles. Yeah, I've seen those too. Yeah, you think those are AI? I've seen those are 100% real. Yeah, okay. No, but I mean, that's just, what scares me. No, he didn't call me to bail him out, Alton. He didn't call me. So maybe he called somebody cheaper than me. Noreen, you're not that late. You're good. How was the health fair? Sorry, missed all of your lives since winning. What'd you win? Powerball? If you won the Powerball, I need to stop over and talk to you for a little while. You guys only have one vehicle? Yeah, I mean, it works. It works. When my parents turned 75, they went down to one car. Yeah. I mean, again, it depends on, she's not one that wants to jump in the car, take off, and go to Nordstrom or something. She's just not that type. So, and I'm free to do what I want. So she says, let's go over here. Let's go over there. Okay. I just told Dana, I in one of her posts, I said, I'm 24/7. I'm one of those guys that you could call at 3 a.m. and say, hey, let's go do this. And I'd say, man, it's 3 a.m. But then boom, I'd have my clothes on and I'd be going to do it. I'm game. I'm game for just about anything. So when she says, let's go somewhere, let's go do this, I'll go. Now, the reverse is not always true. That's the problem. I seem to want to do more things than she does. But it works. Not good for cars to just sit. Yeah, that's true too. Palm Springs, California, and Tempe, Arizona were nice. Just thinking of those banana seats and high handlebar bikes riding without helmets. What are those? And still drive my bike in our subdivision without a helmet as fast as I can. Yeah, we were talking about that with the one video I did about the attaché case. Everybody was talking about their orange crate bikes and their banana bikes and all that. And I had to text my brother and say, hey, what did we do? I had a green banana bike and he had a yellow one. And I said, what happened to them? And neither one of us could remember if we left them there when we moved, if we just don't remember. I know they weren't stolen. I don't think we gave them to anybody. I just cannot remember for the life of me what happened to them. Just really strange. Young ones love the Waymos because they can be on their phone while being driven. Yeah, that's same thing, right? And that's going to be more prevalent. The Waymos, the driverless cars are going to be more and more. I mean, that's what it's going to be. It's Johnny. Was it Johnny Robot or something? Johnny Robot, was he the one in that Arnold movie? Nah, what was that? It wasn't Johnny Robot. It was something like that. And that was way before its time, but but actually these are going to be driverless. So yeah, those condos were expensive, right? I think he was talking about $700,000 or something. And I thought he said those were the cheap ones. So, and same thing down in Cleveland. I mean, they're building these condos, and I've looked up a few of them online because you can see the property values of every property, on the Cuyahoga County Auditor, and it's amazing how much they're going for. Yeah, just kind of crazy. Now, though, I should take that back. Not the condos, but the houses around there, because everybody's rehabbing the houses, and they're taking a $20,000 house and turning it into a $300,000 house, just because of the area. What used to be, like I said, a $20,000 house in the area has become populated with the young kids with money, and they're going for 300,000 now. It's nuts. They're building new condos in Central Florida. Well, I mean, we do need housing. So, I mean, I understand that they need to build condos and stuff, but the expense is just, they need to put them out in the country somewhere and lower the cost of them. But then you need a car. So, yeah, condos can have HOA fees as well. You're right. Yeah, you need nature. Well, when you're young, you don't want to, not, and I'm just speaking generally. I think young people now doing the work that they do or whatever, like if you're a nurse or something and you're working 12-hour shifts, you don't want to have to come home, cut the lawn, and maintain a house. You get a condo or an apartment, and you're doing good. And one day you'll get a house. When you get married, or if you're whatever, starting a family or whatever, you might get a house. But I think a lot of people are satisfied with the condo and apartment life. Hey, Slim, how you doing? Yeah, neighbors are too close. I know about that. Yeah, a car lose money as soon as you leave the lot. That's true, John. But I bought 3 new cars in my life, and I bought my first one when I was 44. I bought a van. And the reason I bought the van was because I was carrying around kids. I was one of the designated drivers, and I liked doing it because I didn't trust anybody. So a lot of times I did it, because kids wanted to go here or go there, do this and do that, and I felt I drive better than anybody else. Of course, everybody feels that way, but so I drove a lot, and then I got the job when I had that van. I got the job far away. So my second new car, 2016. So I bought that one in 2002. Drove that one from 2002 to 2016. Put 245,000 miles on it, I think. Dodge Caravan, the big size Caravan, had the roundish body. Great van. I mean, a super great van. I really loved it. Got my 2016 Mazda brand new because I was driving, as you guys know, I was driving the 90 minutes round trip. So I didn't want a car where I'm going to be stuck on the highway when it's 20 degrees out, waving somebody down to try to help me out. I wanted a reliable car. And even though I knew as soon as I drove it off the lot, probably lost $10,000 off the retail price. I knew that, and I figured I was going to drive this until it, like the van until it went to bit the dust. Um, and then I got to 2018 because the 2016 I didn't like something about it. The LEDs went out. $1,500 to put in. It's a stupid reason, but when I went to the dealer to get an oil change, I said, "Hey, what can you do for me?" And back then, before COVID, the dealer was part of the Costco Auto program. So you pick the car and you say, "I want this one right here. What's the price?" They have to go in. They print out a sheet. There's no negotiation. That's your price. And I said, "Cool." And at the time, they were doing 0% financing, both cars, I think, or maybe it was 1.9 on the 2018. And I went to three other dealers, I think, one in Kent, one in Akron. And I didn't tell them the price. I just said, "Hey, here's my trade in, my 2016 trade in. This is what I want." And I picked the same car in each lot, same everything, same doodads on it. And that dealer, the Costco dealer, was the best price by far. So I've been driving that 2018 and I'll drive it till it dies. So the 2016 was kind of a mirage. That was a weird one. But that's why, yes, they lose their value, but that's why I got them. Retired and loving it. The building of the folks out of town. Yep. Directions are pointless. I've never found in them the ways to curse multiple times. Homemade chili. Juan, how you doing? Homemade chili sounds good. The only problem with homemade chili is my wife uses ground turkey instead of hamburger. So, I mean, okay. She also made manwich. No, this last time she made a meatloaf. And a meatloaf made out of ground turkey is just not the same as a meatloaf coming out of ground beef. I don't care who you are. And then she made a sloppy Joe out of her own special. She makes her. I don't buy that sloppy Joe sauce that you get in the cans. She makes her own special. It's better for us, and puts that turkey in there. And I tell you what, I really like that. But the meatloaf, don't tell her I said this, but I'd rather have beef. Peace and Joy in Retirement would be a great channel name. It is. It sounds like a great one. Otter Senior, how you doing? Most of the parts stores, if you buy, yeah, they'll put them on as right. Maybe the captain is out with his wife for a date, or we've been jilted. 2724 Rams. Let me know what the final is. I tried out TV, beautiful, too far from Orlando, and even mobile homes are expensive. Test results just fine. Blood pressure is good. Blood fine. The shot glass stuff, cholesterol 67, 140. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Who is Captain Billy? Boy, if you need to ask. Gary the Snail. Fireworks from LA touchdown. Oh, maybe that's it. That could be. I would like to try one car, but I hate driving a truck. Oh, yeah, he's got the truck. Yeah. I did the same thing to replace my wipers. I've heard about Florida insurance prices. You have to experience Captain Billy to understand. That's right. I think they're designing the rear wipers better. I remember everyone I knew when they were kids or little, we all had minivans. The rear wiper was busted off. That's right. That's Gold Jerry. You're right. We tried out the Villages for a week. Nice but expensive. Pamela here. Haven't had a car since 2021. I walked to the grocery store. Well, if it's not too far away, Pamela, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just talking to somebody. They said I could take an e-bike because I'm 1.5 miles away from a lot of stuff. And I could probably take an e-bike and not even drive my car. And just put baskets on the e-bike or something like that. I'm not opposed to doing that either. I mean, in the summertime, spring, summer, fall, I wouldn't mind that. If I'm not getting too much stuff, but I don't put hardly any miles on it anyway. So Johnny Cab. That's what it was. Johnny Cab. That's right. That was the Arnold movie. G.I. Joes and Slot Cars. Yep. Yeah, Total Recall. That was the movie, right? Love my G.I. Joes. Yeah, yeah. Captain Billy. Captain Billy is my cousin Eddie. That's right. That's a good one. It actually fits too. That fits. My renter's insurance is $100 a year. I'm gonna try to catch up here. I walked to Trader Joe's yesterday, 1.2 miles away. Took a Uber home. Yeah, yeah. Right. That's another thing. I could do a Uber too if I wanted to. And that's what me and Mrs. Buzz talked about. If she ever had to go somewhere when I was out or something or whatever, if I'm going to be out for 8 hours and she had to go somewhere, she could just that's just so easy now. Call an Uber. Hey, I want to go over here. Call an Uber when you're done. Get taken back, and right, your insurance is going to cost you X amount. You do this once a month, and you're so far ahead of the game. Should I take an ice cube along and drop it in the cup? I bought one new car in my life at 43. I'll probably never do that again. Well, everybody does, like I said, everybody does it for different reasons. 2 brand new cars, 71 Nova and 2020 Buick. Lots of junk in between. Yeah, that Nova, are you calling that a good car? I remember in the 70s, that's all you saw on the road were Novas. That's all you saw. I'm down to 4 cars, thinking about a C2. 4 cars, huh? My husband and I have only purchased 2 brand new cars. Loved them all. Our clothes have been secondhand. I had a 71 Nova. Yeah, I just remember Novas were all over. My father from Pennsylvania, so I had a stepfather. So my father from Pennsylvania, he picked us up in a Nova and took us to Ludington, Michigan. If anybody knows where that is, and we tried to go salmon fishing, but that was a fiasco. Gas is down, John, huh? That's good. Hamburger's up. You want an RV? I don't know. I've been watching some videos and people love them. People hate them. I don't know. Yeah, even ground turkey's gotten expensive. That's right. Well, you have 2 versions at Sam's Club. You have the no antibiotics, and which is it's the same price, but how they trick you there is the organic, no hormones, no antibiotics. They just give you 3.5 pounds versus the other one, same price, but it's 4 pounds. And I don't know, the marketing works on me, and I just get the organic one. I get 1/2 pound less. The marketing works on me. It just seems like a better product. It may not be, but that's how I do it. Ground turkey is awful. Not a simple retirement. I would have to tend to agree. Ground beef is expensive, yes. 2022 Forester. We looked at Foresters back when. We did. In 2016, we looked at the Forester. We went to a car show at the IX Center here in Cleveland, and we were there for a long time. Mrs. Buzz was there. My one daughter was there. We checked out a lot of cars. And Subaru, they were just small for me. We got in it, and it was just like, it just felt cramped. Me being 6'3", it just felt cramped for me. And I know they were good cars, so all 3 are paid for. Cool. Keep that 2018 as long as you can. Yeah, Mazdas are pretty good. And they got watching Scotty, Crazy Scotty, the car guy. And he said that the Mazdas have Toyota engines, which I didn't really know. But having Toyota engines, that's good. I mean, the 2016, besides the LEDs, I never had a problem with it. Not one, nothing. I mean, 0. This 2018, 0 problems. I mean, nothing. Knock wood. I have had no issues. I keep the maintenance going. Basic stuff. I do everything on the schedule that they want. And I tell you what, I have not had an issue at all, which is really good. Panthers just blocked the punt. Uh-oh. Forester's a nice car. My parents bought a condo in downtown Cleveland in 1986. They were selling for $90,000 riverbed condos. Holy cow. You know how much that condo, Otter Senior, you know how much that's going for right now? It ain't 90,000. I can tell you that, especially Riverbend. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that game was going to be good. I knew that, Gary the Snail. I was told don't think of an e-bike as a bike, think of it as a second car. You know, Pam, I I could hear that. Not having to drive. Yep. Be careful saying Captain Billy is like saying Beetlejuice. Yeah, he could be lurking out there. You never know. Um, you have to get with the higher fat. Okay. Panthers back on top. Former Ms. Jones, how are you? Panthers scored 31-27. I'm telling you, it's coming down to the last 2 minutes. RB is a pain, but the guys love it. Yeah. I mean, everybody has a different reaction to RBs. Some people like them, some people don't, but get a used one. I mean, people are selling them like crazy, from what I understand. You got a 21 Forester? Yeah, 411 and Petite. The Forester would work good, yes. CTR Will. That's how I pronounce you. How are you? 139 watching. 75 likes. I'm into the numbers this week. Buzz likes numbers. As soon as I can get caught up here. We have bought 5 new vehicles. First 20 years, currently 2 vehicles less than a year, and one 13 years old. Camper van. So you live down by the river in a van down by the river. I like it. Golf cart. Yeah. Yeah, in the trailer park up there, where I used to live, they got golf carts all over the place over there because they have a bar. The funny part is there's a bar that's been there for 100 years. I think it seems like it's the only store that stays there. The barber shop, Bill's Barber Shop's been there 65 years, and the bar's been there at least 65 years. So I think when they first started it, it probably had one of them posts for your horses. I don't know. And people will take their golf carts, drive them up. They go drinking all day and get in the golf cart, So I guess that's a good way to do it. I haven't seen any tractors up there like mowers or anything like that. You always see those videos where the guy's going down the road in his Cub Cadet or something, weaving all over. My 3 brothers own 4 Subaru SUVs. Yeah, Scott, there's nothing wrong with them. They're supposed to be pretty good. I mean, they're always, if you look, it's always the Mazda CX-5s, the Subarus, the RAV4s. They're all like in the top 5. Seems like every year in the ratings. I got a T-Mobile text on my lap saying the rewards expired tonight. Thought it was legit, but it wasn't. Oh, I'm telling you, Daria, you got to be careful with everything. And I have been scammed myself. And I'm the one that says, be careful, be careful. And I've been scammed myself. I'm telling you. They are coming up with the craziest things now, and you just never know. So you don't know about AI. You don't know about these scams. It's like we should call each other and say, hey, is this legit? Hey, is this legit? We have to put, 15 minds together or something. I'm working this year. I'm wondering what year it is. 78 sounds good. That sounds good. That's the year I graduated. Love my Mazda, but when I needed a new car, I didn't like the Mazda interior, so I went Subaru. Yeah. Forgot about Shasta. Nice memory there. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this number game. So if you're new here, we give away a $25 Amazon gift card. If you can go from 0 to 100, guess that number. Guess that number between 0 and 100 for that $25 gift card. Let's go. Hey, let's see if anybody can guess this one. Mrs. Buzz picked a tough one this week. She picked a tough one. I said, nobody's going to guess this one. Nope, nobody's going to guess it. I just don't see it. If you combine all the football scores this year, no, I don't know. A good try, 280 zone, but that's not it. Oh, I got to pay attention here, don't I? I keep forgetting to pay attention. Gift card for who? Whom will get the gift card? Is it who or whom? Whom shall receive it? Somebody's going to get close. Somebody's going to get close, and then somebody's going to actually win. Let's see who's going to win this week. Hopefully, hopefully I didn't miss it. Middle Aged Grind Ross, how you doing? Still haven't seen it. Wow. Maybe I'll just keep it for myself. I couldn't guess the number either. I'm very bad at that. I'm probably the worst. Nope, not 99. A couple guesses on 99 already. You can take that one out. For the dogs. Yeah, I got to go Monday for the dogs. We got 30 dogs now. 30. A lot of them puppies. So I'd rather walk them than go in the little cage with the puppies. Puppies can't be trusted walking around. Sometimes they get off their leash. Come on, 0 to 100. Let's go. Why are you guys not getting this? Jeez. Is there not enough people here or what? We might have to call a timeout. A lot of people thinking the zeros, huh? Nope, not a zero. Somebody should run it through some type of algorithm. Hey, retired and loving it. Speaking of, hey, 280 zone, check me out and make sure because I probably missed like 3 of them. Who knows? Brian, you almost got there, Brian. Retired and loving it. That's great. It can help you pay for another trip to wherever you're going. Check me out. Make sure I'm right. I guess 91 right after them. Noreen. Darn it. Yeah, all right. Retired. And you know the rule or the, you know the deal, as they used to say. Send me an email. Yeah, send me an email, Keith and Terry. Send me an email. And I may already have it, but just send it to me anyway. Some emails I throw into the folder, and other emails I'll just delete out. So I just never know whose I actually have. Yeah, you know the thing. Yes. Right, Scott. You know the thing. Making a chili tomorrow. Supposed to get down. Oh, 30s in Louisiana. Woo, man. Retired and loving it. It's the winner. Good. Thank you, 280 Zone. I appreciate. I always feel bad and think that I'm going to miss it somehow. You know, and we remember in the beginning before we started doing the 18 seconds or 17-second thing there, they were just coming so fast and furious. I just could not keep up at all. I think it was Steve at Steve's Retirement Corner who told me about that. Steve actually had a video out too where he got his brains knocked out on the 20-yard line. I shouldn't laugh at that, but if you get a chance, check out his video over there. Rams on top now. Holy cow. Put a dap of sour cream and some cheddar cheese. Oh, you got to, Scott. That's like, and you might even throw some sauerkraut on there if you want to go all Cleveland. Yeah, Steve explains a lot. I was watching that video. I like how you said, you know, your mom was sitting right there in her lawn chair, and you got up and just waved to her. I thought that was, you know, it's sad, but it's funny at the same time. You know, it's one of them deals. So, 38 seconds left. Yeah, your middle-aged grind, Ross. Yes, Howard did post that video. He's still struggling. It seems like, you know, hopefully things are going to, and he gave kind of a, it's not this, it's not that. Could be this medication. It's going to take this, then he's going to get off of that, take something else. So hopefully this next week, he's going to be a lot better off. So, and I'm hoping to see another video in a week or so, basically saying, okay, it's all behind me now. And he'll get back on the road to recovery. That's what I'm hoping. Chili, rice, cheddar cheese, and onions. Oh, that sounds good too. Tacos here tonight with the expensive hamburger. I should have had champagne with it. Champagne. How's that? How do you used to say that, Lawrence Welk? Champagne bubbles or champagne? I forget what he said. Loaded up on baked potato tonight with homemade chili. Wow, that sounds good. You're in Southwest Ohio too. You're probably not too far from Kaz, tell you the truth, Bo Daddy. Yeah, tortilla chips. Yeah. I did post a video. I didn't get a no. Oh, he did post. Yeah, he did post a video, Noreen. Yes. I did get a notification, and me and Mrs. Buzz watched it right away. I think that's what started us on our. We started watching a whole bunch of them. It's like one led to another, and we started going through everybody's. I mean, it was raining out. I didn't feel like doing much, so. Talking about 7, it graduated from OCS in 78. Oh, it's a type of fish stew. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. That's got to be Italian, huh, Nancy? Miller High Life, champagne and bottled beers. Remember that? Miller High Life used to be in the 70s. That was most everybody just drank Miller. I mean, but I actually started on the Little Kings. I started on that trend because I didn't want to drink a whole bottle of beer. It's like went to waste. So those Little Kings or Little King Ale was about this big or something, and those went down pretty good. And I didn't waste any. Might have got wasted, but I didn't waste any. That's right, 78 West Tech. That's right, Scott. Yeah, you know that one guy I used to work with at MTD, the blonde-haired guy. I saw him at Dave's funeral. That was a couple years ago. And his name is Dave, actually, too, right? There's my ambulance. It's going to watch Lawrence Welk champagne music with my tacos. Quarts of Colt 45. Well, I don't know. Boone's Farm noted. Hey, I was going to show you this ending with this here. I got a birthday card from somebody who basically went to this place. Does anybody know? Because somebody said Southwest Ohio. Anybody recognize this? The biggest loaf of bread. And this was there was a guy, he purchased it it was made in 1970 in a company, a bread place in Alabama, I should say. And there's a guy he's been going around buying up any kind of bakery stuff, and he's got it at that place in the South there. I'm sorry, where did she say it was? I want to say Urbana, but yeah, it's in Urbana, Ohio. About a half-hour drive from her. And I never knew this existed. This is kind of cool. Biggest loaf of bread. Well, anyway, this guy, Ron, I think his name is, or was, he made there's a museum down there. 3431 Rams. Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. Made a museum down there. Yeah, Urbana, right. And it's like a 3-floor museum of all things bread and signs and all kinds of stuff. And that reminds me of a guy, Mark Claus, believe it or not, Klause, I think. Mark Claus at Castle Noel. So in Medina, not too far from me, a half-hour, 40-minute drive from me. If you look this up, I mean, it's a Christmas type thing mostly. But Castle Noel is just really cool. It has the slide from Christmas Story, or a similar one. It's got Buddy the Elf's costume. It's got all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway, he was just in New York, down in New York City, picking up at one of the big stores there, picking up decorations that they're getting rid of, that they're old school decorations. And he showed a couple of videos of them in New York City picking this stuff up. So it's kind of cool. And so this guy, he did that with the bread. But Bundy Baking Solutions. That's what it is. But I've never seen. I love bread, and I've just never seen a big giant thing like that. That's just cool. And that's not too far from me. I might have to drive down there. Yeah, Bo Daddy. I don't know how close you are, but that does sound like a cool place to visit. You walk in the door, and the only album they play is the best of bread. That's actually kind of funny. Castle Noel is awesome. Was there the week after Christmas. Cool. Did you go down the slide? I mean, that's just really neat how they got. I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff there to see, and they would get a bunch of stuff from the old New York stores. The when you walk past the windows at Christmas, you would see all those Christmas displays, and he's got them all. I mean, it's just really nice. Paying property taxes Monday until 49.37 plus one. Hey, John, you know what? I just got my property taxes. Guess how much I'm going to save? If anybody gets it in the first 5 guesses, how many dollars I'm going to save per month? I'll send you a $25 gift card. 5 people only. The first 5 guesses, how much I'm going to save a month? No. You don't count. No. Okay, forget it. I'm going to save $64 a month. Think about that. $64 a month. That's pretty good. That's with our homestead exemption. I've been waiting to see what the results are going to be, and finally they posted it. Man, to me, that's a big deal to me. That is a big deal. What is that? $780 a year or something like that. Trying to do the quick math. 760, 780, something like that. And I was happy to see that. And I almost got Mrs. Buzz convinced to go to YouTube TV. I just have to make sure our internet is working really good, so we don't have any issues with that. And I might be able to get her to go to YouTube TV. So we're going to do a trial. Greg told me to do some things. I still haven't done them to get the internet working super top notch. So I got to work on that. And then, hey, maybe I could get some more reduction. Yeah, Carl, I don't know if it's DeWine. I know that they did do some things, but I think the last time I looked, that accounted for $17 of it, if it took effect. I think. I was looking at he did like 5 bills. Some of them start now, some of them start later. It might account for $17 worth a month. So, yes. So I guess if that's true, that 64 the 17 is part of that. If that's true, yeah. Now you'll be on budget. I don't know. I don't know. Carlos, any news on the house? YouTube is coming out with cheaper packages. Really, Kevin? Hey, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's got everything we need except one channel. But I told Mrs. Buzz, I said, I bet you, like, there's this one, it's a Cleveland channel, and I can get it with an antenna if I want to go that route. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Maybe. But I said, I bet you all those shows that are on this one channel are on YouTube. And they are. I went through like 5 of them, and they're all on YouTube. So I said, hey, if we ever want to watch this stuff or in a mood to watch a certain thing like Twilight Zone or Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea or Time Tunnel or Superman or any of these old school shows, practically every one of them is on YouTube. So I said we could just go and watch them. It's not a big deal. 780 should help make a plus year on the whiteboard. I hope so, John. I hope so. You missed 25. Guess the number game. Now you can finish the bathroom. That's right. You'll normally get the local stations, right? And we have one. There's like 4 or 5 decent channels in the Cleveland area that are on cable, But if we lose cable, we'll lose those because they're not on YouTube TV. I just checked that out before I came out here today. And but like I said, if most of that's on YouTube, I don't need to have cable TV for that. Let's put it that way. And now you can watch them with no commercials. That's right. I told her that $15 a month is worth it. I mean, it's worth it in so many different ways, and kind of my little way of getting her more towards YouTube TV as well. 3 showing tomorrow. That makes 7 showings this week. No offers yet. Well, sometimes it takes a while, Carlos. No, I didn't watch Leave It to Beaver. No, I actually just never watched that one. And actually, like shows like Mr. Ed and Dennis the Menace, they used to show those all the time, but I never see those anymore. So, but again, a lot of those old things are on YouTube, and it just makes more sense to pop it on there and instead of worrying about cable or YouTube TV. So I'm trying to work on that because they went up to 155, and I know YouTube TV is like 90 or something, 89 plus taxes. Maybe it's not. Let's call it 95. 95, 155, you get $60 savings, another $60 savings. Now I'm up to 124 minus the 15 that I'm spending for YouTube, no commercials. But still, it's not bad, right? I ordered a new seat covers for my car from Chewy. Went to check out, said could only have one item. Still wondering why. I don't know. Who was that? John, was that you telling me about the Christmas lights, or Carlos at Menards? Because I went back and I looked at them again because I told you I looked at that. I think it was Tuesday, and it was Wednesday we talked about it, I think. And then they only had one. So I went back on there and I said, well, maybe I'll just get that one because it was half off. 50% off. They were $20 and they were selling $22, $23, and they were selling them for $12. So I said, I'll just get it. I know the shipping's going to hurt me, but let me get that one. So then I went in there, and I could get 2. And I said, okay, I'll just buy the 2, the heck with it, because I have 2 on my garage and I need 2 more to go around. So, okay, get this done and over with. I'm going to buy the 2. I bought them. I said, great, this works out really great. I get a text about 2 hours later. Hey, this is Larry from Menards Warehouse. It's probably Captain Billy, I bet you. That's probably his name, Larry. And Larry tells me, oh, these are out of stock. Well, why'd you take the order then? I don't get it, but whatever. And the Roku. Yeah, I got the Roku. Captain Billy bought me a Roku, believe it or not. Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I used to watch it all the time. I want to watch the original movie of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea before I went to the TV series. Bullet was good. Steve McQueen with that Mustang. Oh, yeah. I miss Married with Children. Oh, yeah. Al Bundy. I couldn't get away with that anymore. My favorite episodes was when Peg wanted a VCR and she had to get a job at the mall. I don't remember that one specifically, but yeah, you can't get away with a lot of that stuff now. The Shoot, I haven't seen John Wayne in a long time. My wife has been searching and watching original. Yep. Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. Yep. That and Jackie Gleason, The Honeymooners. There was just my wife taped a bunch of, or DVR'd a bunch of, I forget what they called the show. It was talking about like The Honeymooners. It had other different shows that they went behind the scenes and talked about it. And that was pretty good. And Honeymooners was one of them. I can't remember the other ones we watched, but they went kind of like behind the scenes to talk about how they did certain things back then. But yeah, all those shows are available. I'm glad, at least for now, until Apple takes them or something. Yeah, I heard you found a gift card. I didn't know what it was, Dana. It was a $50 Home Depot gift card. Well, that's good. Make sure nobody's used it already, because that would be me. I'd find it. Oh, look at this. I'll go buy something and I throw it back in the box or the card. It's already used. You can go on the back, I guess, and put the number in and HomeDepot.com, put that gift card number in. You guys probably know that, and see how much it's worth. Time to go on. Yeah, all the best. Got to run. Yeah, Bo Daddy, we're getting out of here too. We've been on here about an hour. So Red Fox using the N-word on Sanford and Son from the '70s. Man, yeah, yeah. Those. I mean, you hear that they hyphenate it, they twist it, but I mean, you hear it everywhere. So, but whatever. I was just telling Mrs. Buzz last night. I said I think we're at that point now where I've really realized that we're the old people. I mean, I just come to realize what I see happening with the youth, and same as what we did, and our parents looked at us this way. And there was one day where your parents said, "Boy, we're the old people now. We're out of the loop." And I told her yesterday, I said, "We're the old people. We're out of the loop." I mean, some of the stuff I see now, the language, the way people do it, the hair dyes, the nose piercings, the all this stuff, which I don't care. It's your body. You do what you want. But I'm the old person now. Just keep our DVR box, got rid of sports channel, landline, got bill down. Yeah. There's a lot of different ways. He already got some storage containers. Hey, Batman. Yeah, I know. They were keeping me updated on the game. Yes, I saw it up till halftime. Yeah, I think there's another one tonight, right? You're old when you don't like it. Well, the new music I haven't listened to. I don't really listen to music. And when I listen to YouTube music, it's always the stuff from way back when. All right, Rick's retirement journey. Take care. Have a good night, Kaz. They're all wearing pajamas to school and to Walmart. Yeah, they're all wearing slippers, and the slippers is the thing that kills me. Yeah, you walk into some of these stores and they're wearing bedroom slippers, and I'm like, really? Okay. I mean, that's what you want to do. Okay. I'm old and I can't imagine doing it. I've always been too young to know better, too old to care. That's all right. Oh, Packers and Bears. Okay, yeah. On Prime. All right. Yeah, I think the Bears, they should be able to win that one. That's what I'm guessing. Oh yeah, you were talking about that. Who retired in 2000 and waited till 2005? Yeah, I know you did that email for me, John, and that's interesting. How you could look at that, right? See you, Noreen. All right, Steve. Take care. Bears and that's Steve's team, the Packers. I shouldn't have said the Bears are going to win until he was out of here. How about for you, Steve? We'll go Packers. How about that? Yeah, they all wear shorts, and we never did. Yeah, but every generation goes through that kind of stuff, and I completely understand it. Yeah, all those three. Yeah, take care, retired and loving it. You guys get a chance, make sure you check out their videos. They're really well done. Biltmore and all kinds of stuff she's got. Check them out. Dana's Garden Retreat. It's unreal. Yeah. Well, you should know. You still got kids in school, so you're a youngster, so you know exactly what we're talking about. You got some years before you say you're old. The only solution to getting older is not getting older. Yeah, you don't want to try that. No. I think the Bears will win too. Yeah, go Pack. All right, Steve. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot. Steve's a big Packers fan, and yeah, I guess we'll have to root for the Packers today. Yeah, Packers have been beat up. Well, all the teams have been beat up, but that quarterback for Chicago, I didn't think he was going to be. I thought he was dog crap. I really did. Caleb, and he's turning out to be a pretty good guy. It just takes some couple years. That's why I don't want to give up on Shedeur, because it's going to take him, if he gets a chance to play, it's going to take him a couple years to really figure it out. But we'll see. That's John in shorts. He said they make fun of him if he wears dress pants. All right, Robert Mullins, take care. Good night, John. Good night, John boy. Good night, Alice Lawyer. Hey, Nancy, take care. Everyone has given up on Gabriel already, though. Yeah, I know. You know what? I got to tell you something. He's just too short. I don't like these Colt McCoys, these How many other, they're just these short. Yeah, they got good arms. Yeah, but you know what? I want a taller quarterback. That's why everybody loved Joe Flacco, man. He could see over. He's 6'5" or 6'6". He could see over everything. He could throw the ball. He wasn't very mobile, but man, in that Cleveland Cincinnati game, Joe Flacco came in for one play. The whole stadium was clapping for him. Browns fans and Cincinnati fans. I want a guy like that. I want a 6'6" guy who can see, who can scramble. Shador's not the guy, like he's not that tall, but I think he can scramble and get out of the way. He just reminds me of a Michael Vick type, a Donovan McNabb kind of guy. And I think he could be good if he's given the chance. And he had no receivers, and no offensive line. How the Browns do today? That's right. They didn't do very good. Well, they lost their coach too. We'll see what happens. Bears had a crappy coach last year. Williams couldn't make it up. Yeah, maybe that's true. All right, Sherry, take care. Bye, Dana. Yeah, that's right. I got birthday this week. That's right. Another year older. All right, 280 zone, take care. You're describing my wife was looking for, but she settled for me. Sometimes you just got to settle. I hate all the NFL and NCAA games going on in the streaming. Yeah, I know. Yep, Kevin, you're exactly right, and I won't deal with it. I am of the mindset now where I can not watch something or do something because I just get stubborn. My stubborn streak has increased in retirement, and I'm not going to put up with certain shenanigans, and I just say no to it, and I don't do it. My wife's actually impressed. I say no to something now. I've thought through it. I say no. I don't look back at it ever again. I'm done with it. And it's going to get to a point with sports where if they're going to keep trying to make me pay for something, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It's hard going to games now because tickets are $200-$300 a seat. I'm not going. I'm done with it. So, there's a lot of people with money who can do that, but it's not going to be me. Thank you, John. Game on Prime, Peacock, and now Netflix. Yeah. So I got Prime, but it wasn't because of football. I told the wife on Peacock because she sees her ice skating on Peacock. And I told her, if you go to YouTube TV, we'll do Peacock as well. She hasn't bid on that yet, but I tried to dangle the little carrot. I tried to dangle the carrot. Thank you, Perry. Take care. Get off my lawn. That's just the way it is. YouTube has the highlights of the game, can watch the whole game in 5 minutes. Yeah. That Prime has the same thing, I think. Thank you, JMP. My wife will not be pleased with giving up all the channels when I retire, but it's coming. I bet you she doesn't even watch that many channels. That's the same, with us. If there's like 25 sports channels on there. I only pay extra for the NFL Network and something else. It's like $10 out of that $155 and a DVR service. But with YouTube TV, the DVR service is built in. To me, it's a win. I can't see just trying to convince her because change is hard for some people. Samo Dog, thank you. That carrot is pathetic. It really is. 15 for the year. Yeah, I missed the specials, Kevin. I know. I follow that Cord Cutters, Kevin, on Facebook, and a lot of times they'll post when there's specials going on. And I think there was one thing that I actually got something for $15 for a year or $20 that I did that with. I can't remember now what it was, but yeah, I missed out on that one. I'm a Washington fan. I refuse to get Netflix for one game. Yeah. Now, there is, because I remember, I definitely get Roku. Yeah, right. But there's a website out there. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to with Captain Billy. But there was one Ohio State game last year or 2 years ago that they didn't show anywhere. It was on Netflix or something. And I wasn't going to sign up for Netflix to watch this game. And on that cord cutter, somebody mentioned this website. And then it was like a day later, that comment was deleted because they don't like you cheating, because it's cheating. And what it was a website you could go to, and it shows, you could pick different sports things, and it just shows the live feed. It doesn't show, you don't have announcers, you don't have anything, but it shows the live feed of the game. So somehow they they get the live feed. And I only used it for the Ohio State game because I wasn't going to do Netflix, but I may have to use it more often if it's still available. But yeah, I won't bring it up. I actually don't even remember the website now. Just don't renew and wait till they get you a great offer. Yeah. But nowadays what they do is they get you on the promo because they know you're going to forget when it's due, and they're going to hit you with their high charge, their normal charge, a year later. And sometimes they'll tell you, other times they won't. I'm a Washington fan. Yeah, that's right. The one game. We paid $5 to watch the Peach Bowl. Yeah. Christmas time, they had a lot of specials. Yeah, I know. I wasn't thinking about it, getting anything. I'm trying to wean myself off of TV more than anything because there's so much. YouTube has so much to offer. Prime has so much to offer. And between YouTube and Prime, I don't think you need much more, to tell you the truth. I need my NFL network, and that's why one of the reasons I want YouTube TV, because they do have most of the top things that we watch. And like I said, if I have to get an over-the-air antenna, I'll figure it out. I'll get it hooked up. It's not that hard. So we'll see. Go Niners. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go in and eat. I appreciate everybody who's been here and everybody who has left. And everybody who's still here, I should say. 109 people still here. I appreciate that. I'd pay $2 a month for BuzzFix. Well, we're doing a new channel. I already did the promo spot. It's already out there. If I ever get that channel monetized, which I haven't even worked on it, that's $5 a month. And it's going to be Buzz News of the Day. And we're going to try to do it daily or every other day. And I get 200 subscribers, and I will get my HVAC replaced in a year. That's the plan anyway. Hey, Alton, take care. I have Prime and I get Max free with my internet. Yeah, there are people that get deals like with their internet or their phone service. Yes. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. Okay, $5, right. It's only $60 a year. Hey, $60 a year for Buzz. Yeah, why not? Hey, this is a free channel. I put no ads on this one. So not until after the show, then we put the ads on. So that's pretty nice of me, I think, right? But actually the lives, and some of you already know that have channels, most of the lives make like anywhere between $1 and $5. So it's not a money making, it's not a revenue machine. Let's put it that way. All right. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Where's the link to the new channel? I'm not going to bring that up yet, 280 Zone, because I only did one video. It had 4 views. It's like starting all over again. And I haven't dedicated myself yet to it. I got a strategy, but I just haven't okay, let's do this. And when I do, I'll tell you. If I get 5-10 videos out there, I'll start letting people know. But I appreciate you asking. Consumer Industries leaving Indiana. Why? Where are they going, John? Where are they going? They going to Mexico, or are they just going to a different state? Consumer. I wonder where they're going. I mean, there's factories shutting down all the time. There's new startups all the time. I don't know. So sometimes there's, our tax abatements ending. There's so many reasons behind why companies do what they do. I just hope they just go to another state and not to out of the country. That kind of stuff's got to stop. Offshore, man, that's got to stop. That's what killed. Not to get into. I mean, it was a lot of people's fault. Ross Perot, he was probably the smartest guy in the room. Oh yeah, free trade everywhere. Oh, it's going to be great. Not when China's paying 50 cents an hour for labor and using child labor, or any of these other countries who India and Pakistan and Vietnam and all these countries that are paying 75% less. And of course, people are going to buy it. Of course they are. And that's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah, $5 an hour labor in Mexico. Yeah, I know that for a fact too. Yep. Meta building a new AI data center in New Albany. Yeah, Perry, I saw an article that they were working with, was it Davis-Besse, the nuclear plant, that they were trying to make a deal. If that was them, they were trying to make a deal for electrical and water or something. Thank you, Diane. Take care. 150 workers affected, moving French horns only. French horns only in Elkhart. Okay. Yeah, I'll dig into that and take a look at that and see what they're talking about. But I mean, yeah, the stuff still happens every day. I mean, there's not much you can do about it, but just the labor in some of these countries is unbelievable. And like I said, when I went to Mexico, I went to Monterrey. It was just factory after factory after factory, and they didn't have Mexican names. I could pronounce every one of them because they were all American companies. I mean, company after company after company. I was flabbergasted by that. It was just like street after street after street of American companies in Monterrey, in that area. Apodaca. It just kind of floored me, actually. Thank you, Gary the Snail. Closing the Eastlake plant. Okay. All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have a good night. We hope to see you Wednesday at 2 if you can. Saturday for sure. Next week, 7 p.m. Unless there's a big game or something on, we'll have to play it by ear. I don't know what's going on next Saturday as far as football. I might have to move it to Sunday or something. Hey, happy dad. Take care. Pepper, good night. Anyway, we'll see y'all. Lord willing, we will be back Wednesday and Saturday. So take care. Captain Billy, if you're out there anywhere, or if you're working the third shift at Menards, stay out of jail. Hopefully he's not in jail. WT 283 sounds like a radio call. WT 283 in Lubbock, Texas. But later, take care, guys. See you, Sherry.